Hello, guys, my dear students and viewers. My tonight's arrangement is change of narration, imperative sentence. And first of all, I must ask you what an imperative sentence is. Before going into the content, I must discuss with you what an imperative sentence is. And welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar by Sukumar Boiragi. Please remember it. An Easy Step to English Grammar by Sukumar Boiragi. However, I also request at the very beginning of my video, if this video comes to your benefit, you must subscribe it, like it, and share it. Please press the bell icon so that all the videos will appear before you or will knock at you. Thanking all of you. What an imperative sentence is. My dear students, an imperative sentence suggests an order, a request, an entreat, a kind of politeness, a kind of order, a kind of advice, and when all are understood, and if you cannot understand whether it is an order or advice or entreat or forbidding, you must use tell. There is no problem. So let us come to the conclusion what an imperative sentence is. An imperative sentence is a sentence which indicates or suggests either an order or an advice or an entreat or a suggestion, whatever it may be. It is an imperative sentence. And we are going to change from direct to indirect speech of imperative sentence. And you know that an imperative sentence generally begins with the verb. The verb. You should be rest assured that an imperative sentence must begin with a verb. Okay? There is an exception, but those exceptions will be discussed later. Thank you very much. Let us start. Number one. I said to my teacher, comma, within inverted commas, please allow me to enter your class. Full stop, inverted comma close. When there is please, it is a word of just politeness, humbleness, and your gentle manner. So, without any sort of hesitation, you may use request. Answer. I request my teacher. Sorry, I requested. You see that reporting verb is in the past tense. So the reporting verb in the indirect speech must be in the past form. I requested my teacher to allow me to enter his class. Okay? That means the class is going on and it depends on your entry, it depends on his permission. So I requested. Okay? When there is please, you are at liberty to use request. Or pray. You may use pray too. Okay? And you must be rest assured that verb request will not take to after it. Not I requested to my teacher, but I requested my teacher. To allow me, to plus present form of the verb is infinitive, and to allow, that means to plus present form of the verb plus to enter his class. Your class means that teacher's class. So his is pronoun. Now let us take another example. Number 2. I said, boys, do not run in the sun. Do not run in the sun. It is too hot. Full stop, inverted comma close. My dear students, you see that it is a peculiar combination of imperative sentence and assertive sentence. But it is actually an example of imperative sentence. I said, boys, do not run in the sun, it is too hot. So, you forbid. When there is not, you are at liberty to use forbid. Forbid, forbade, forbidding. So, answer, I forbade the boys. You should not use not again, because forbid itself is negative. Forbid itself is negative. I forbid the boys to run in the sun as it was too hot. Okay? As it was too hot. As is adverb clause of reason. However, forbid itself is negative and its past form is forbade. So, there should be no negative form in the reported speech. I forbade the boys to run in the sun as it was too hot. Okay? I have used requested, I have used forbade. Clear? Number 3. The teacher said to us, study hard to crack the competitive examination. Full stop. It is knocking at your door. It is knocking at your door. Full stop, inverted commas. It is also a combination of imperative sentence and assertive sentence, but basically it is an imperative sentence. So, answer should be the teacher advised us. It is clear that the teacher is advising us to study hard, to crack the competitive exam. The teacher advised, ADVISCD, advised us to study hard to crack the competitive examination. Now you may use adjective clause or relative clause, which was knocking at our, because us, which was knocking at our door. Now let us read the sentence again. The teacher advised us to study hard to crack the competitive examination which was knocking at our door. Clear? Now let us take another example, that is example number 4. Father said, to me, comma, inverted comma there, within inverted commas, don't neglect your studies at this stage of your life. It is the seed time of your life. Let us read the sentence. Father said to me, don't neglect your studies at this stage of your life. Full stop. It is the seed time of your life. I am teaching you how to change from direct to indirect speech on the basis of imperative sentence. But this type of sentences are set in all competitive exams. This is the basic grammar, fundamental grammar, on which the writing of English, the speaking of English entirely depends. So I advise to follow my lecture from top to bottom without skipping a single word or a single sentence. Now let us change the sentence from direct to indirect speech. Let us change. Wait a bit. Wait a bit. It's a live class, So you will have to wait. Father forbid. I have already advised you to use forbid when there is negative sense in the reported speech. Father forbid me to neglect my studies, at that stage of my life. This is converted into that. At that stage of my life, as it was the seed time of my life. As it was the seed time of my life. Okay? Let us come to the fifth example. The headmaster said, students, plant more trees. In the vacant lands. Global warming must be checked. Full stop, inverted comma close. It is also a mixture of imperative sentence and assertive sentence. So the headmaster advised the students. The headmaster answer. Advised the students to plant more trees. To check global warming. And I am giving you the last example tonight. Number 6. I said to my brother, comma within inverted commas, shut the door. Sorry. Shut the door and the windows. Cold wind is entering the room. Look, it is also a peculiar combination of imperative sentence and assertive sentence. Then how will you change from direct to indirect speech? When you can't understand whether it is order or advice or forbidding, you are at liberty to use tell. So, I told my brother, answer. I told my brother to shut the door and the windows. To prevent the cold wind, or you may use adverb clause of reason, as cold wind was entering the room. So let's conclude. I have already discussed what an imperative sentence is. It suggests order, advice, entreat, forbidding, etc. And now, the reporting verb must be transformed into past tense if in the direct speech it is in the past tense. So, the reporting verb should be past tense when the reporting verb in the direct speech is in the past form. You must use to. You must use the word to make it an infinitive. For example, to start, to plant, etc. To drink, to take, etc. But you must remember, before doing so, you will have to keep it in mind whether it is carrying the sense of request or the advice or politeness or gentleness, whatever it may be. Your reporting verb must be changed according to the sense of the reported speech. You will have to understand very carefully whether it is carrying politeness, gentleness, etc. However, or advice and request, advice, forbid, etc. will not carry to after it. And before starting the reported speech, you must use to before the verb. So, to plus present form of the verb is equal to infinitive. Okay? And there is no other problem. It is as easy as water. So, the reporting verb in the indirect speech should be in the past tense. When it is in the past tense, in the direct speech, you will have to understand the reported speech if it is carrying the sense of request or order or advice, etc. And the reporting verb must be converted into request or advice or tell or forbid, etc. according to the sense of the reported speech. Nothing else. Okay? Stay safe, stay mellow, avoid mass gathering, use your mask and hand sanitizer because COVID is limping back. Prevention is better than cure. Good night. don't forget to subscribe my channel.